Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Stretch to Sketch. This is our monthly series that we do where we take a sketch and we either stretch it to be something larger or shrink it to be something smaller. Today is a sketch from Inspired Blueprints, and it's got a little bit of mixed media and multiple photos. So I am stretching it into a double pager with several photos, and a couple of these photos, well, all of these photos started out 4x6, but I am trimming all of them down. And there are a couple of them that have a natural break in the center that I'm going to cut in half to get a couple of smaller photos. The one that you see on the top of the stack there under my arm is one of those that's getting cut in half because it's really easy to turn that into two photos. And actually now both photos on my desk there are going to be cut in half. You can see the natural break. And that gives me a couple of smaller photos to play with. And everything I'm kind of keeping in either 4x4 or 3x4. And then a couple of them I do actually turn into, I believe, 3x3. So I'm keeping them like normal sizes. I guess 3x3 is not really normal, but it's square. I'm not cutting into, like, I'm not making them weird sizes like, I don't know, 2 3/4 by 4 1/8 or something. They're all just like pretty standard measurements, which makes it a little bit easier because I've already got 3x4s in there. So 3x3 is the same width, and then anything that's 4 inches tall they're the same height. So it makes it a little easier to work with, is I guess the gist of what I'm trying to get at. I'm taking the long route around. So I am still getting over a cold, and I'm still a little sniffly, and my head is not completely in the game today. So I am starting out with some Dylusions Ink in Laid Back Lilac and Pomegranate Seed. And I just sprayed like a shelf across the two pages. And I'm seeing how my photos fit down and how wide they extend on each page, so that I know if I need to spray any further down the page or to either side of the page. I'm also trying to kind of figure out the placement of my photos. I want them to overlap some, and I always start out with them like overlapping like this, and then at some point I straighten them all up and I end up with a grid. And so I'm trying not to do that. I want to be a little bit more haphazard in this one. It's just a bunch of fun photos from a Girl Scout Christmas party years ago. And in some of the photos they are opening gifts, and in some of the photos they are playing Nerf tag, and in some of them they are eating. So I just want to go ahead and kind of make it a little bit more playful and fun. So there are my photos laid down. I have used this die from Ellie's Studio, and that is the one on the left, and then the die that I used for the cutout on the right hand side is from Elizabeth Craft Design, and I will try to put the links down below for you for that. And then I only have a 6-inch piece of this paper that has these Christmas trees in pink and turquoise and green and black. But I know I want to go ahead and use it because it's very playful. It's from Bella Boulevard from years ago, and I really like it. Same with the turquoise paper. It is from Bella Boulevard, and I thought that worked well because the girls in large part have jeans on, and one of them has a sweatshirt that has that turquoise color on it. And so I want to bring in some more of that color, and I thought this paper was a great way to do that. So my little 6-inch strip there, I am splitting it in half and making it look like it spans the entire distance of the page, which obviously it doesn't, since it's only 6 inches wide. And then I have these kind of weird, funky, puffy stickers, and I picked these up a few years back at Hobby Lobby, well, several years back, and I'm just now getting to using them on this layout, and I thought they were really good for this because they're really playful. They do have that bright pink in it, and then they have the lime green there, which matches the trees that are in that strip at the bottom from Bella Boulevard. I'm just looking through my bin there to see if I have anything additional. I did find this cut apart sheet in with my Christmas stuff, and it is also from Bella Boulevard. It's got this pink piece that says Merry and Bright, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. And then it has this black piece, and I'm going to go ahead and use that as well. And it's got little triangles, which are supposed to be representative of trees, and the black trees in that strip that above it have those same triangles on it. So it kind of goes together. So I'm going to go ahead and use that as well. But I do have to do a little bit of surgery on the left-hand side. You can see the black strip doesn't go all the way underneath the photos. And so the part that is tucked behind the photo, I'm going to cut that out and make it span underneath the photo so it looks like it's all one piece. And I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing things down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. I did back all of my photos with some black paper, and I like the way that that looks. It's making everything kind of pop out off the page a little bit more. I decided to take the mats all the way to the center of the layout. I wasn't quite sure if I should trim them off or leave them, but I decided to leave them because they're going in a D-ring album, so they aren't up next to each other or anything. So I thought it just looked a little bit more finished. Don't forget to check out everyone else who's playing along with Stretch to Sketch. There is a list of links down below for you to go and check them out if you are interested in looking at how people use their sketches, either larger or smaller. So adapting them for whatever they might need. So go and check that out. We have been doing this for over 4 years now, I think. And it's a great series. If I do say so myself, I really enjoy it. But I know a lot of other people enjoy it too, because I get a lot of feedback about how people like it. So hopefully you are enjoying it. So here is where I'm going to go ahead and do a little surgery on that black piece to kind of bring it apart underneath, bring it together underneath that photo on the far left-hand side or right-hand side. There we go. And I'm finding the Nuvo Deluxe adhesive is the best for this type of layout because it's got mixed media, so everything has a little bit more of a difficult time sticking down than it would if it did not have mixed media. And also, I am notorious for getting my photos just where I want them, and then I pick them up to put some glue, and then I can't remember where they were. So in fact, I had to stop the video and refer back to the video to put my photos back down after I had them the way I liked them. And yeah, it's it's just something I do. And so I just kind of like lift them up a little and stick a little glue, and then that holds them in place. And if you notice, my photos are off in the center. They're not lined up. They are lined up now, but if you notice, the top of my paper is not lined up. So I am going to take about a quarter of an inch, maybe an eighth of an inch off the top of the left-hand paper and off the bottom of the right-hand paper so that the photos line up in the center like they are currently. And then I'm going to mat the entire layout in black to kind of just finish it off. I did add a little bit of extra adhesive to those puffy stickers just to make sure they stay stuck down where I want them. I'm not sure where that little reindeer is going to go, but he is not currently stuck down, so we'll see where I end up with him. I didn't make you sit through watching all of the cutting, but I did cut all of it, or I cut both sheets down, and I cut a little bit off of the far or the outer sides of the layout so that I have black on all three sides. The outer sides? My goodness. My apologies, my English is horrible today. Then I went over to my Silhouette software and I created a title that just says Girl Scout Christmas Party, and I had this piece of mixed media paper left over, and I decided to go ahead and use it because it's the same color as the purple that is in the layout. And I am going to take some pomegranate seed ink and rub it onto my brayer, and then just roll my brayer across to add a little bit of pink to it. But I don't want full coverage or anything, and I want it to be very random. So this is a good way for me to do that without making a mess. I don't have to spray it or anything and then have a mess to clean up. It's just a little bit on the on my messy mat there that I can easily just wipe off. And then I'm going to go ahead and glue all of those down to the black outline that you see there on my silhouette mat. And once I get all of that down, I'm going to peel all of those words off and then be able to adhere them to the layout. And I feel like this works really well because it keeps everything in aligned the way that it's supposed to be aligned. When you sometimes take some of those letters off that are not they're only connected by one tiny little area, then sometimes they get a little wonky. So shoring them up while they're on the mat by, you know, putting their second layer on them really does help a little bit. The word Christmas was still a little bit wonky, so I have my tweezers holding the T and the S together because they're only held together by the top of the T, and so it wanted to kind of like bend and fold, and so I wanted to make sure I got it nice and straight and supported that so it didn't rip. So there is my title. I really like the way that that's looking. I'm going to go ahead and put this sticker for this reindeer on here. And then I'm going to add a few black stars, black puffy stars. And I do have one other layout that goes with this. I don't have a video for it. We did it in one of the blank to bold classes, so I don't have that for you. But I am using the black stars on the other layout as well. So this one is getting just a few because this is kind of like a companion page, or just finishing out the event. So there it is, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you have questions or comments, just leave those down below. I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. I really appreciate your time. And I'll be back probably next week with another video. I have a few work commitments, so I don't have anything in the next few days for you, but I will be back very soon with another video. I will see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.